Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a really long time since I've filmed and even posted. I did film some videos like a few months ago of some unboxings and reveals, and I just never edited them. And story of my life, it's been something that I've struggled with, is I'll film and then I just won't get the time to edit. And life has been incredibly busy. As you know, I had a baby last year, and you know, it's challenging to rework this back like into my life, you know. And it's with anything, any change in your life, whether you move, whether you change cities, you change careers, you get married, or you move in with somebody, or you have kids. There's a part of your life that's totally new and commands more attention and more of your time, and you only have so many hours of the day, and now you have to reallocate this time so that you can cover everything. And it is challenging, and you know, obviously then, you know, you prioritize, you know, work and family and, you know, your children, etc. We've been doing a lot of remodeling as well, so everything's just been everywhere. I had to dust off my camera. I can't find my tripod, so I've got you on shoe boxes balanced. But anyway, I have an unboxing to share with you. I'm gonna probably film another video while I can on the MS sale that I got to attend. So I'll do that in a different video, so stay tuned. But I have an unboxing from like May, June this year that I have not shared. And I want to use this piece, but I haven't, like, I literally have saved it for an unboxing. It's really weird. And I really wanted to use it, so I never got to use it, but I was also really busy too. So I'm going to do that unboxing, and I'll share with you what I picked up from Chanel. This is from the Métier d'Art collection. It's not a permanent piece, but you've seen this piece before, and it's a handbag, okay? And I, you know, was quite good at not getting any more handbags because I have enough. And but I did see this one, and I was always umming and ahhing about it, and I kind of turned it down a few times, like thinking, you know, I don't need it. I already have beautiful pieces on my collection. I don't need to introduce this one. But then, you know, it was a little bit hard to resist, and I, you know, thought it would be a cute evening bag. And there is some thing that one of my sales associates shared with me, saying that this particular style will not be produced further. There are maybe 2 collections left where it'll be produced, and then they won't produce again. I don't know how true that is, because again, everything is just, even like nobody knows anything what anyone's doing, but I'll share it with you. So here we have it, so let's get into it. I'll show it to you, and then, you know, what we'll do is we'll also sort of discuss. This has been going on for a while, like ever since the start of the year, people filming and discussing the end of luxury, etc. I'll comment a little bit on that, and you know, we'll go from there. But I did attend a Métier d'Art event, and then this is something new. I haven't received anything like this with handbags. It's the Chanel et Moi, I guess. Yeah, so they now put the glove thing to microfiber, you know, that mitt that they tell you to polish your bag with, in this paper thing that you would get from a bakery for your baked goods. And then here you have a little booklet. So I believe they've changed. I mean, this isn't a classic piece, but I mean, it has like basically everything, their range of services for handbags, etc. Interesting. I mean, it's different. I don't think they have that usual booklet anymore. So there's that, and here is the bag, and it's nothing like super groundbreaking, but a few people have this piece in different colors. Actually, I'd inquired about it in a hot pink color, And then they said, well, we have a black. And I'm like, well, I'm not giving it away. But then I decided, you know what, I have so much pink anyway, so maybe I should just go for this classic color. So it's here, really nicely wrapped. And here it is. So yes, I got the Chanel Kelly bag. I just see it as a little dainty evening bag. You know, you just kind of hold it from the handles. Now I did watch Kat's video. She's based in Singapore. And she warned against opening the bag by the handles because, you know, you can bend them, and to literally just, when you open it from here and then open it from here as opposed to here, so you're not putting stress. And this is one of the reasons why I was hesitating about this bag when it first came out, because I'm like, these are so flat. I would have liked this to be a lot more reinforced. I mean, even though the handles are quite hard, but I'm talking about like here. I'm not certain if they are reinforced internally. So that was my whole sort of hesitation, but I really do like the combination of this glossy, I believe this is lambskin, glazed sort of lambskin with the, you know, antique gold hardware. The chain, to my surprise, is not detachable. I was under the impression that it is detachable, but it's not. So it is attached on opposite handles. And then there's a little, you know, zip pocket. Mine is made in Italy. And then there's a little pocket with the little plaque inside. And then there's a little slip pocket. So I don't expect this to fit a whole lot. And I've seen reviews, you guys have probably seen reviews, where, you know, the base of the bag, it's not as wide and then it tapers at the top. So you're really kind of only fitting things into about here. You're not necessarily like stuffing this bag, and it is just like a little evening clutch. And you know, it's cool. Like, I do enjoy top handle bags with a shoulder strap. I feel, especially at this point in my life, it is very functional. I do like having a top handle to lift a bag, and then I have the crossbody option. This is indeed crossbody on me, and it's not uncomfortable in any way, because you know how some crossbody bags with a top handle, they really kind of dig in. This one doesn't. So I'll probably film some mod shots if I can. But yeah, so now I can finally just bust this out because I've done the unboxing. But yeah, this is the handbag that I got. And yeah, like I said, it was like, I was only gonna buy a handbag if it was different enough or special enough, and this is quite special.
As of now, as I've posted this video from 24A Métier d'Art, we are actually in Cruise 2025, and there were a lot of these Kelly bags, or actually more correctly called the Nano Shopper tote bags, in store. There are a lot this collection. I saw a lot of colors, yellow, blue, like a pastel green. They have a very light gray, even white. And they were all in store. They actually had quite a few on the shelf on display. And this was in the States and in Canada. But I didn't see black on display. They kind of kept those hidden. But I just noticed that the proportions of the ones released for Cruise 25C are a little bit different than the one that I have from Métier d'Art. So the new ones look a bit taller and less wide and less angulated. And in my opinion, the proportions look a little bit wonky, especially for the ones that I've seen. I don't know if that's just me, but let me know what you guys think.
The next piece is a pair of sunglasses, and again, I don't remember what collection this was from, but you know, I did like them. I think I saw them in boutique once, but I just didn't really consider it. And then a few weeks ago, I was, you know, just at the boutique, just kind of just kind of in, you know, to see what's new. You know, there was nothing, I think we were in between collections. And see, even like the receipts in Canada, like they've changed them. Now we've got like those thermal receipts and they're not even nice. Like I miss the receipts that we had that, you know, resembled what you get in Europe, even though I don't know, they may have changed those, but like they're these cheap thermal paper receipts and I feel like they're gonna fade. So it's not as substantial, like it doesn't, I don't know, I'm not liking them, right? Like, anyway, but the bonus is on the new receipts, they're starting to write serial numbers of bags, which they never did before. But still, the receipt looks quite cheap. It's, you know, it doesn't feel luxurious in any way. It's a pair of sunglasses. Now what sold me on these sunglasses was one, they're cute and they're polarized. I love a pair of polarized sunglasses. Chanel doesn't have a whole lot of polarized sunglasses anymore. They will have really cute designs and yeah, I fall for them. But they used to always have, not always, but like they would most likely have their style in regular lenses and then they'd offer the polarized version for a bit of an upgrade cost. And I love polarized. I feel like they really make everything more comfortable when you're driving. But it's these guys here. So they've got kind of like a cat eye, the little Chanel heart, and it's a little mirror, which is so cute. Very tiny, but it's just so cute. And they are polarized, if you can see. Says it right there. And this is how they look. So if I turn. Pretty, right? Cute. And I think, you know, because I have a lot of heart type of pieces and this is nice. It reminds me of like the holiday packaging they did last year, which is the one thing that they've done really well at. They probably have regretted doing those because people have converted those into like costume jewelry and brooches and whatnot. We'll see what they do this year, but that they really nailed. So that was wonderful. So it reminded me of that. So cute new sunglasses. Okay, so let's sit down and talk about this whole, if you guys just wanted to look at the unboxing, that's great. But this whole like end of luxury and I'm done with luxury and I'm selling all my handbags. I'm not gonna cite different creators. Like before I was, you know, going to film a reaction video and I just couldn't be bothered. Like I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I couldn't be bothered. And I'm just gonna say, generally speaking, there are always going to be topic trends on social media, and the people who are going to jump to these topic trends are usually people who are filming YouTube videos as a, you know, significant income stream, right? Like this is, it may be one of their part-time jobs, or it may be their actual career. Like they are like influencers or content creators or whatnot, and they make videos to earn a living. So they need to be relevant. They need to be getting those views in to make money. And so there's that aspect. And then when something's trending and goes viral, of course, other people want to get the views, grow their channel. You know how it is, right? At the same time, for the last, I can say, gosh, we're at 2024 now. I can say for the last decade, we have seen declines in quality. We've seen declines in the client experience at luxury houses. And it's had a significant decline after the COVID-19 pandemic, after 2020. Because, you know, stores didn't really have to tap into making that client experience wonderful because a lot of people were shopping remotely. Bags were selling themselves, items were selling themselves. People were going crazy. People were spending more time on social media. There was more information available on social media. Like heck, even I started a YouTube channel, okay? So a lot more information out there. They didn't really need to rope people in. And a small example about this is, you know, you would go to you'd go shopping. You might go to like Burberry or something, which is, a luxury brand, but it's not top tier luxury anymore. But you would go and you would sit down and you would, be offered like a nice like cappuccino or a latte, or a drink. And, you would shop and the packaging was substantial. Like I remember I bought a coat and nice, thick, heavy box. Not that I have space for, storing boxes. I still have that box, but I mean, I probably don't need to hold on to boxes, but really substantial box, really substantial packaging, beautiful bag. The receipt was nicely presented. You felt that luxury experience. And now, like I showed you, like the receipts are so cheap now, right? Like, yeah, it's just a receipt, but come on, like it's a luxury item. You need to have a proper receipt with, like a nice embossed logo that it contributes to the authenticity of the item, etc. There's no need for it anymore, I guess. In all these little things, like with the packaging, like it's also dwindled. Experiences with like, say, even events, right? Those have declined. People used to get invited to dinners and if you spent enough money, which, the tier was lower before, but you would be invited to events where, it was held at a nice venue and you were like, offered really nice food, given gifts to, as you leave. You don't have that anymore. And it's very transactional. Like it's very, the experience now is you're just buying luxury items like you're going to like the drugstore. Like here, okay, cash in, that's it, right? There's no sitting. It's not like that. Now, I would say that so far with whoever I deal with, I do have a nice experience. I'm not speaking to like specifically like my sales associates or not, but overall I've noticed that the brands or whoever run these brands have really clawed back the funding for enriching that client experience, if you get what I mean. So the quality is dwindling, also the price is going up, we're in a recession, there's a lot of saturation on social media of luxury. People get a little bit tired of it. They want to move on to the next thing. And also, and I've mentioned this before too, like there's only so much you can buy. Funds can be limited. Even if funds were unlimited, there is only enough space to hold all this luxury shopping, right? Like you need space to put things. And even if you say have a lot of space, mentally you can't keep track with what you have, right? Like it gets a little bit too much, right? Where you can't keep track, you can't remember what bags you have, you can't remember what shoes you have. Like at some point for your mental peace, you need to sort of prune. And not everybody can be buying all the time, right? Everybody goes through a certain like phase. And when I mean phase, I don't mean it as advancing through phases as if it's like a succession to like enlightenment. I mean, there's a different set of circumstances in your life and you take interest in one thing, okay, fine, like you love your luxury and you're dressing up and you're having fun and at some point you accumulate what you wanted to accumulate and you're good, right? And now you might be more interested in like health and wellness, right? Like, okay, I want to enhance my fitness. I want to, join like a really nice gym, or I want to buy like nice athletic wear. I want to invest in my health, right? And when you're done with that, then you might be interested in redecorating your home and buying like home goods, etc. Like it's always, your interests will always change throughout your life. And it doesn't mean that somebody's more advanced than the other. People will be interested in luxury for a certain period of their life and they'll accumulate, really nice things and they have them and they're happy with them. They don't have to continue buying for the rest of their life. And if they meet somebody who's just getting into it, there's no need to shun that person and say, well, oh, you're following brands and you're a sheep and all that, like the connotations of certain videos that have been out there. No, it's new for them. They want to enjoy it, right? And then at some point they'll be like, okay, I'm good. I've accumulated what I wanted. I'm going to enjoy this. You know, I've got some beautiful handbags to enjoy for the rest of my life, and perhaps I might get sick of them and I might want to sell them and, you know, put that money towards something else, or it may not fit into my lifestyle. Like, everybody's views are different, so there's that. But you know, I've had this sort of uneasy feeling about luxury brands overall for a while now, just because of different changes in like management. So it's not the brand itself, it's the management of the brand that is changing. And it's changing to maximize profits, obviously, but it's gone too far where they're losing sight of the history of the brand, the story of the brand, something that we all fall in love with, right? Like when you think of Chanel or you think of any other luxury brand, there's always a story, right? And the story was from like the original creator, the original designer, and holding true the roots of the brand. And it's not that a lot of that management is not holding that anymore. An example is Virginie's departure from Chanel, right? Like, still a mystery. It's very likely she left, and you know, because of all the changes, right? And it's a little bit unsettling, I feel. And I was watching the recent runway collection. Can't remember for what. Was it spring, summer now? That was I'll put it in the subtitles. And you have all these influencers who are going in, they're like, oh my gosh, it was amazing, and thank God she left. Now like the brand is back to where it should be. And I'm like, really? I really did like a lot of Virginie's creations. Like, this is one of them. I love this jacket, right? A lot of the ready-to-wear that I have is Virginie's creation. And people are blaming the decline in quality on her. No, it's not her fault. It's her, she's designing stuff, but the quality and the craftsmanship is not really her. She's creating a design, and whoever is allocating whoever is delegating who to make what under what conditions, that's not really her doing. So, you know, I'm not a fashion, like I haven't studied fashion, okay? Like I don't know exactly how these conglomerates work, but there are people who have studied fashion and who have worked in fashion. Super Jacob is one of them, and he's a wealth of knowledge of all the behind the scenes, and he's really opened a lot of our eyes to what certain brands are doing and to think critically, right? So I love Chanel as a brand. I love the people, like I love dealing with who I deal with at Chanel too, right? Like I do like the service I'm getting from those specific individuals, but overall, the client experience is not what it used to be, and it's not the fault of the people that I'm dealing with. It's just the management that won't let, and I'm talking like top tier management, like corporate, that is cheapening, is getting cheap and cutting back. Like, yeah, those are just some of the thoughts that are in my head. I when I was watching this show, I'm like, gosh, like, so who is designing all this? Like, could it really be like artificial intelligence that they're using now to like go through all the archives and create designs? Maybe there's a design conglomerate. Like, I don't know, right? Like, but because I don't know how I feel about a collection where there isn't anybody designing. There isn't a face behind the creation. It's just a brand selling clothes and accessories, and there isn't a creative director behind it. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. And some of it was nice, but I have this underlying feeling of like, well, it doesn't feel luxurious to me for some reason. So yeah, those are some of the thoughts that are running through my head. Obviously, yes, I will continue to purchase items that I feel are nice and something that I do like. If I like it, I'll buy it. But I'm not as, I think I'm just at a point where I have enough, and, you know, I've always had enough. Hey, like at any point, even early on when I started collecting, I had more than enough. Now I have more than enough. Like these are luxuries, right? So even if you have one thing, it's more than enough. So I will still take an interest in luxury. I will still love to dress up. And I think just at this phase of my life too, it's a little bit tricky because I've also changed a lot in the last 2 years, right? Like, you know, I went through pregnancy. Now I have like a new body. Like I'm not the same size as I was. You know, I'm like reorganizing my life. You know, obviously my priority is my baby. And, you know, now my time is divided even more, right? So that could be one of the reasons too. It's like, okay, I'm trying to rework like styling. I'm trying to, you know, find what suits me. Like my old clothes don't fit me the same. I'm just in this jumble. So even myself, I'm in a phase of life where I'm just like, okay, I don't know where all my things are. I don't know what fits me. And it's only now I'm starting to feel a little bit more normal. And I've been told that it takes a year for you to start to feel a little bit like yourself again. So yeah, so that's what it is. But anyway, don't expect me to film regularly, but I'm gonna try to film more often. And it's not even just the filming, it's the editing, okay? The editing and the posting. And, you know, I've always toyed with the idea of like outsourcing the editing to somebody, but I'm terrible at delegating. And I need to be better at that. So for now, I'm going to try to edit and post so that, you know, it's out there and it's ready. Because I have content that is so old, like that is now irrelevant. Like it's more than 2 years old and I filmed and I never posted or edited. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a waste. So I think I need to just get over it and just post. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my rambly video. And I do miss talking to a lot of you. It's a nice little community that we have. And, you know, you guys know that I'm not doing this for views and I'm not doing this for income. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not a professional influencer. I'm just somebody who wants to share in about my excitement around luxury goods and, you know, meet people who have similar interests. I will see you next time.